switch statement. Switch means when you are going to use switch, okay, switch is mainly for, it has, let's take multiple if statements. Okay, let me write one program for that. And here I will give it as a naming convention like conditional switch example public static void main. So here int a equal to 20, int b equal to 30, if a equal to 20, then display it as result a, else if b equal to 30, system.out.println result 1 plus b, else final statement. See here, there is multiple lines of code as written to check a is equal to 20, 30. Okay, likewise here a value is 20, then this get executed. Then how about this all of the, it's not executed because once this is true, then it won't execute else, and here also else will not execute. But ultimately what we are going to do here, if a is equal to 20, and let's take if a is equal to 30 logic, if you want to execute, okay, then this condition will execute. Here it will validate. If it is not matching 20, then your controller will come here and it will validate. And if this is also not matching, let's take if I give it as a is equal to 20, instead of that 30, 40, likewise. Let me make it this one as a generic way, like int result. Okay, so if I assign result equal to a, instead of that a, I'm just replacing it to result. Okay, now this is the dynamic. If I change the value at here, based on that the result is going to be execute. See, so far it is 20. If I change it to b, if I rerun it, output should come as result 130. Okay, so result is 20 here, result 30 here. If I give it a value as 40, then this condition will come, final statement. So based on my value, this statement is going to execute either if or else statement. Likewise, it is going to change. So based on the value here, it's a, if I give it 40, my controller first will verify this one, then it will verify this block, and finally this is going to be execute. So in this case, let's take, it's a 3 lines of code. If it considered as a 1000 lines or 2000 lines of code, then what will happen? All the lines, each condition is going to verify. If it is success, then execute, else jump on to next, jump on to next, likewise it will do. To avoid this complexity, we are going to use it as a switch statement. So switch statement, how you can do, whatever the complexity you are going to see here, that all those things will be avoiding by switch. So here there is a switch. Okay, so you can use it as the value. Okay, then inside it has a case. Whatever the value you are going to give it, the case value is, let's take it as 20 colon. Okay, likewise you can write it. I'm just writing multiple here itself. Okay, let it be that. I will rearrange it. It's case 20. It's an integer type. Okay, so you need to tell that what is the output. If it is 20, just copy paste this line code. Just give it as the, instead of a, put it result. Okay, the next thing is system.out.println of, here also be the result. Result. So this is the default. Each line. Okay, before that I will just, let me fix this issue. It's giving it as duplicate 20s. Okay, let me change it to 30 and this will be 40. Okay, you see here, it's just a matter of 3 lines of code instead of this many. Okay, so this entire code is moving away, switch is replaced with that. So here few conditions will be there. The switch is allowing integer, string, enum type. These three kind of values is going to be allowed as a variable. So those value, how it is going to work, if you pass it as an integer, it will match it to that associated value. Let's take, if I give it result as a 20, so that 20 is going to be matching here, then this statement is going to be executed. If I give it as a 30, then it's matching to the case value. So if case is matching to that same result is passing here, then this statement will be executed. Okay, similarly same. Default is nothing but, if it is none of them is matched, then execute this line. Okay, so that is for default related. If I run it, so this is the result is coming up. Okay, so default, it's always is going to be executed here. One thing, see, final statement, where is that final statement? Let me come, yeah, final statement here. Because it's a 40 value, there is no condition for 40. That's what this else condition is executed. When it commit as a 40, this line of statement executed, result is 40, then default is coming. Here one problem is there in this switch. So whenever this value matched, then this also executing. Okay, so 40, after that this executing. Let's take, if I give it as a 20, what else? I'm just changing the result value as a 20. So this statement is going to be execute. See here, 20. After that, see, this one is executed, and this one also executed, and this one, and finally this statement executed. But actual we are expecting only this one. But what happened here? All of them are executing. There is one, to avoid this kind of problems, there is one statement you have to be added at each case, that is break. See here, if you use the break, so that means once this get executed, You don't need to be execute the remaining thing. If rerun it the same program, see the result. This is the condition is executed, and after that this statement get executed. It's terminated from the switch. Your result is 20. This is the exact way of approach. You can use it for switch. Okay, so here you can pass it either string type also. Okay, so as of now we use integer. You can use it string value also to display that. If you're using the string type, nothing else, just you can put it like this. This is the string notation. Okay, I just put it as a 20. So now the result will be the same, whatever we seen that earlier. Instead of that, if I change it to 30, so it will come as a 2030. Second, something wrong here. Result 130. Okay, the problem is here. See this? It's a result 1 we are using, but it's still pointing to the old one. That is the reason it is giving the old value. So above result is the right, the same value is passing here. That's what it is seeing as a 20. So now rerun it. It's 2030 should come. See this one, 2030 is the output. So this is about switch statement.